New research from the University of Georgia suggests most people don't understand the difference between a preprint and a published academic journal article. Preprints are research papers that haven't undergone peer review, the process by which studies' findings are validated by experts who weren't involved with the research themselves. The study found the majority of readers have little to no understanding of what a preprint actually is. That lack of understanding could lead to public distrust in science, since findings and how those findings are described can change between the preprint phase and publication following peer review. Frequent reporting of scientific preprints could also hurt trust in news. Preprints used to mainly circulate within scientific communities, but the COVID 19 pandemic led to unprecedented numbers of preprints flooding the internet. The desire to get information out as quickly as possible was understandable, the researchers said, but it also sets a problematic precedent. The researchers assigned 415 people to read news articles about COVID 19 preprint research. The preprint focused on relationship between COVID 19 vaccine side effects and vaccine efficacy. One group read stories where the study was described as a preprint study recently posted online and not yet evaluated by outside experts, while the other version simply described it as a study. The news article also either presented the conclusions of the research tentatively, such as saying the findings suggest or could mean that people are protected from COVID 19 regardless of whether they experienced side effects from the vaccines or portrayed them as being certain. Unsurprisingly, participants did rate the findings as less certain when the story said the findings were tentative. But using the word preprint in the text and mentioning that the research hadn't undergone peer review had no effect on participants' interpretation of the study. Both groups rated the certainty of the research the same. When the researchers asked the participants to describe what they think preprint means when it appears in a science news study, 75% gave a definition that showed they didn't really understand the concept. Journalists who report on preprint studies should briefly explain the process of academic peer review and warn readers that the findings of preprints are subject to change, the researchers said.